Welcome back to Midlife Explorer. It's another Friday afternoon and Dave and Gord are back out paddling on the Nith River again, actually for our fourth weekend in a row. We've actually had an amazing month. The water levels have been high enough to paddle all 4 weeks in a row on the Nith. So we've come back up to the second Canning Road. We paddled through here last Friday, but we've come back up to Canning, and now we're going to paddle from the second Canning Road down into downtown Paris. We expect it's probably going to be about 19 kilometers, but I'll double check on that when I get back. But about 19 kilometers, probably a little over 4 hours if we take 3 breaks. Probably only necessary to take 2 breaks on a paddle like today, but we'll let the GoPro batteries kind of decide when we're taking a break. We did check down in Paris what the water levels were like, and it looks like we shouldn't have any problem getting through. So again, not normally able to get through Paris this time of year, but for the last 3 or 4 weekends we've been able to, and we're going to go ahead and give it a shot today. Water's nowhere near dramatic as what you might have seen a couple of weeks ago, so none of that famous white water that everybody talks about when the water levels are high, but there'll be a few little rapids for us to go through anyway, and it'll give us a chance to see a new part of the river, so it should be good. I have no idea. So again, this is our 4th weekend on in a row on the Nith River. We've now paddled from Plattsville, and by the time we're done, it'll be all the way down to Paris. Actually, Gordon and I have also done the section up near New Hamburg, so we've done a really good chunk of the Nith River over the last year and a bit, because we did New Hamburg last year. We will definitely come back and do some of the sections we did this year, though, especially when the water levels are good. And we've been really lucky with the water levels. As a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, the water through Canning was running at 65 cubic meters per second. Last weekend it was running at 12. Today, I just checked before we left, it's running at 8.2. And 8 was actually the number that we had kind of penciled down as the minimum we needed to get down the stretch of river. So we'll see if that theory is correct, but it's running at 8.2 cubic meters per second today. So our biggest concern today is the fact that it's 30 degrees Celsius and the humidity makes it feel like 39, and we decided to go and do an outdoor activity today. So this is definitely a river we got to add to our normal routine now. I actually like the Nith a lot.
Yeah, now we know how to
gauge the water flows. Yeah, because you can go down the Grand River and that section from Cambridge to Paris. You can go down that anytime. You're going to run into a few things, but I've been down. Even on the driest part of summer, I've been down that stretch of river. You can always get down. This, on the other hand, we know you probably coming through air one a bit, because it's 6, by the way. It's actually running a little bit quicker than the first time we came down. So when we came down through air that time, it was 6.25. It's 6.49 right now in air. So it actually would be very, very, very similar in air to when we were there 4 weeks ago. This is where we got out last weekend. Yep. Yeah, so we did a 20-kilometer paddle last weekend, and we came down to Drumbo, which was our destination when we came down from air. So we came down from Drumbo, and we paddled to this. This is this should be the second side road, I think. This should be a railroad bridge behind it. which is the railroad bridge behind it, and this is the second side road. And this is Township Road 2, I should say. And this is where we got out last Friday. I do want to start from here though. I want to add it a little bit more to our trip because I wanted to make it a 4-hour paddle. Plus this is a bit of a hike. There's actually a 500-meter hike up and down a pretty steep hill here. We're starting here. So. I'm saying that little stretch of river was better this weekend than last weekend. Yeah. And the water's lower than last weekend, and yet that actually was a little bit more fun. The ripples were a bit bigger there. I had water come over my boat. Well, it's a good spot here. We can listen to the trains. Yeah, I'm good with that. There you go. So for those of you who've paddled from Cambridge to Paris on the Grand River, this is the same rail line, only now we're on the Nith River. This is where we actually paddled down to last weekend. And we this weekend took our first break there, so we actually just stopped before we head further downstream. So from here on down, this is all brand new water. Going to the right, I'm going to go to the left, Gord. I'll meet you on the other side. Keep going. There you go. It's nice to actually go two different angles down the river because then you can get a view from both sides. But I can tell you right now, Gord's way was going to be a lot more fun than the way I took. But anyway.
That looks pretty shallow.
Yeah, but 8 so far is good though, right?
Yeah.
8's been good. Yeah, well, you know what, there's sections of the Grand that you come down that you gotta get out every now and again, right? We got stuck on the Grand plenty of times. Especially that last little bit coming into Paris.
River? No, this way you get a little splash of water too.
There you go.
There he is.
Again, our theory, same herring, just keep on going downstream? Or are we running into all these different herring?
The white water looks like food.
You think he's watching us?
exploring new rivers, finding the fun spots.
The lowest we'd want to go down this river though, eh? We don't want to go any lower than this. Yeah, I think 8's a good minimum. I got the look in your face there, man.
Oh, that was fun stuff. I'm so
You should have seen the look on your face, Gord. That was good though, eh? I enjoyed that.
Glad you picked the deepest.
Quite enjoying this stretch of river. This is now definitely on our list, and you know, as we get to the end of the season, we're going to actually rank our top 10 paddles. Last week we didn't actually make the top 10, but this one's definitely going to make it. Yeah. Oh, check it out! Look! 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 Beautiful bird. Is that a hawk or an eagle? stretch down through air though, and I like the stretch going into air. So I would do first, the Township 12 on the other side,
Yeah.
right? Not the one that we put into, but the one that was closer, down to Silver Bridge. That would be a good run. Because then you hit that really good section that we hit with the water, and then you get to go all the way through the middle of air. So actually that would be a good little paddle. So that I think is going to be on my list that I want to do every year. And then this will be the other one I do every year. And those are probably the two I'll focus on. Those two sections, right? On the Nith, I don't really need to do the other sections because I've done them. Right? Hey? Let's find a bigger, well actually that's not bad. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work.
Bring it on, Nith River.
All right, so that's our second stop on the river. We're not in a hurry to get downstream today. I think total distance is about 19 kilometers, and I don't know, I think we might be 5 outside of Paris now. That would be my guess anyway. It looks like there's 2 more big bends on the river, and then we end up heading into Paris. So whatever that works out to, I'll go measure it when I get home. But yeah, I'm going to guess 5 kilometers left. So we've done 14 with 2 breaks. Normally we try to do 3 breaks, but 19 kilometers, and it's really hard to justify a 3rd one, but we'll see. Ooh, what kind of bird's that? That had a crest on its head. Gord? It sounded like a duck, but it had a crest on its head. Black crest. Yeah, some sort of a duck went across the river there. good now. Good. Yep.
Okay.
Well, obviously I tried to paddle my way through the trees, and I got pulled into one, and I got like I was sitting half. It was half on its edge, and it was just starting to fill with water. So I could have pushed it back up right again, but I decided I didn't want to go down any further with the water in the kayak, so I actually let it fill and push it over to the side.
So you're soaked.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I will dry off. Yeah, no, it will go in a video, but you got to watch the long version to see it. So yes, it will go on the 35-minute version of the video.
It's reality. It happens.
Yeah. That would have been a spot right there, Gord. I don't know, Gord, you know what? If this river was going faster than this, man, I'd be scared shit was coming through here. Hey? Like, seriously. Not taking any chances there, my friend.
All right, the final leg. The fun stuff.
All right, we took an actual a third stop on the way down. We each had a beer left, and we wanted to get a little bit more water out of the boat. If you weren't watching earlier and you fast forwarded, I didn't go for a swim, but I did get pegged up against a tree and bailed in order to get the boat over to the side because it was filling with water and I didn't want to go any further downstream with it. So got the water out though and got back in. So I think my official message is don't play in the trees. You got over in time, eh? I didn't. There we go. Gord's always on the left. I'm not going to the left this time, Gord. I'm following you, man.
Let's go after the big stuff.
Is that a Regal again?
Yeah, that's it.
Is it? No, it looks like a hawk. Yeah. No, it's not a Regal, that's a hawk. Don't know what type of hawk, but it's a hawk. Yeah. Beautiful. Still a big bird. Yeah? Good yourself? Nah, that's fine. and giving that tree the respect that is due. I learned my lesson hard there. There's your channel here. There's a ledge here, Gordon. There's your channel. I'm not sure I want to do this at 65, Gord. Yeah. I think maybe I'd brave the 30s. We should try to pick a trip down this in the 30s next. My camera was still running for all of that, so.
Was it?
Yeah, hopefully yours was too, man.
Oh, I hope so too, because that was fun.
It was good, eh? We really had to get on top of that. I actually had a couple situations where I actually hit a rock and just had to say, fuck it, just go with it.
Oh yeah, I hit a couple myself.
Yeah, just go over top of it. There's no way you're going to turn, right? So. Wrong channel, you in the right channel? Not fighting with my direction, I just want to Make sure I'm not turning on a rock. Well, I'm sure there's a way through there without hitting those rocks, Gordon. We just didn't find it. That was the part I was worried about. Whenever I walked over that bridge and looked at that little piece, I was, you know, because I've always looked at that when the water was lower though. The water was fine there though. The other sections were worse than that.
I saw it coming, I couldn't get it, it just took me right to it. I saw a rock coming, I just couldn't, the boat went right to it.
I'm hoping your camera's working there. Did the water come in your boat?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to see how the water comes over your boat compared to mine, because I think mine actually floated higher than yours. But we will only know if your camera does. There you are, downtown Paris, Canning to Paris. River is running at 8.2 cubic meters per second, and I think for us that's actually a really good volume because it's our first time down. Sections there that we needed to learn about, and I think if it's flowing anywhere up to 30, 35, I'll come back. I don't think I'll come back to 65 down to I think I'm a better path. It was challenging enough to meet there. So anyway, good path.